Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Okay guys, I'm just sharing some updates here that came up about the incoming Snake Mountain playset for Origins. I talked about this yesterday on my Instagram page as well, but I didn't discuss it here on YouTube. So let's get into it and see what you guys have to say as well about the news that's come out. Now, ever since they announced the Origins Snake Mountain playset at the Mattel Influencer event last year, and you guys remember how it was like such a huge event thing, all right? Sending shockwaves through the MOTU community online. Yeah, because there we were, saving up for the Eternia set, and then they announced this thing, all right, the Snake Mountain playset, which is supposed to be coming out before Eternia, and it's just another thing that's going to send us further into brokedom. But the news of this thing was over 3 months or so ago, and things have been awfully quiet since then. In fact, things have been really quiet on Eternia as well since the campaign ended all the way back in November. There's no updates, no in-development pictures, nothing whatsoever. For Snake Mountain, there was this listing that turned up mysteriously for pre-order on the deep discount website, and it was listed right off the bat at a discounted price of $81, reduced 31% from what was listed to be the original retail price of $112.99. Now comes this news shared by Charlie 5.5 on Instagram yesterday that an official listing for the Origin Snake Mountain playset has turned up in the online collectibles trade magazine called The Toy Book, which can be viewed in its entirety on their website. And also, this thing states that the manufacturer's suggested retail price for Snake Mountain is $79.99. Now, the description in the listing reads, "The dark side of Eternia returns to the action aisle with this playset inspired by the vintage Snake Mountain from the 80s. Kids and kidults." Kids and kidults, yeah, they're accurately trying to capture the hearts, of the main audience group, the main consumer base that's going to be purchasing this damn thing, all right? Because damn sure ain't no kids going to be craving for it. But yeah, with some guidance, the kidults can get their kids into this whole Masters of the Universe thingy right here. Anyway, it says that kids and kidults can create epic scenes for the 5.5-inch Masters of the Universe Origins action figures. It goes on to say that the set includes a bridge, a trapdoor, a dungeon, Skeletor's throne, an acid pool, and an escape tunnel. Yeah, but I'm sure that this is not the extent of all the features that this thing has, because it doesn't mention anything about that giant mechanical snake right at the top there, or even the wolf's head that's supposed to be the microphone in the old playset. But what does this thing, the new one, do? We don't know yet, all right? Anyway, there's quite a list of stuff that this thing actually comes with. But then, I am hoping that this isn't the finalized look of the playset. When they debuted this thing during the influencer event, it was mentioned that was just a prototype. I suppose that these could still be the prototype images, because honestly, this thing looks pretty crappy. Damn man, if you're looking at the same thing that I am, yeah, it does look a bit shitty. But however, yeah, it could just be a prototype, although it's not really mentioned anywhere here that this is just a prototype. So there's really no way of knowing for sure if this is the final color tone for the playset. Anyway, I'm honestly surprised that the pricing of this thing is on par or lower than that of Castle Grayskull from 2 years ago, especially when the prices of everything else in the market has just been going up and up. Now when Castle Grayskull first came out, it was going for anywhere between $75 to about $100, and the fact that Snake Mountain is below $100 in 2023, it does give me a reason to pause for a while and just go, whoa, that is some crazy savings right there, So what's the deal here? Is Mattel not really confident with this evil villain playset? It's something that I kept thinking about. It's like what Scott on Spectre Creative mentioned a while back when he was talking about playsets in general, and how there does seem to be a lot less evil villain playsets out there in the market, especially when it comes to like toy franchises. You always get the heroic playsets, but not so much with the evil villains. The evil villain playsets always seem to come later or not at all, And probably it's because, kids don't really gyrate to having an evil villain playset. They want the heroes to have a home base of their own, more primarily. That seems to be the direction taken by a lot of companies as well. Of course, something like Snake Mountain is going to be eaten up by the collecting community out there. But, strictly to its hardcore fan base. And even within the fan base, there may be people that just probably decide not to pick it up. I mean, honestly speaking, Castle Grayskull is obviously the more visible choice. Even people who casually only know about He-Man, like they grew up with the property around them in the 80s, but they never collected the toys and stuff like that. But if you mention Castle Grayskull to them or you show them an image of the castle, they'll just go like, hey, yeah, I mean, that's that He-Man thing, right? You show them an image of Snake Mountain, it's like less recognition. So maybe, I don't know, there's a reason for this thing probably being priced at the same rate as something like Castle Grayskull for a couple of years ago. I don't think this thing is any smaller though. It looks to be about the same size and it's got a ton of functions in it. So the pricing, well, look, let's just take it as a bonus for fans. I am feeling a bit curious as to why the information for this massive playset is being disseminated in this manner. Like the information is being snuck into this online magazine, which has no clue, okay, to suggest to the reader. Right, if you were to look at it just on the basis of its cover alone, there's no sign of there being anything MOTU related within its pages, all right, or anything related to Snake Mountain. And Snake Mountain is supposed to be like the major playset of the year for the MOTU line, all right. I mean, Eternia's next year, but this year is Snake Mountain. So why is the information being disseminated like this? I don't know. Okay, it is a bit curious, but probably there's a huge press release that's been worked up that's going to go out to all the publications in a matter of days or weeks. I don't know. Let's look out for that one. By the way, it's great to see that the listing comes with what appears to be an official retail price of $79.99. Like I mentioned, the pricing is great. But, in this day and age, what the fuck does retail pricing even mean, okay, when it comes to MOTU collecting? All right, there's a ton of figures out there that are supposed to be at retail. Wave 12, okay, I still see a lot of communication online. People can't seem to find the figures at all. They're paying through their nose, through online hobby stores, other forms of retailers or resellers, okay, just to get their hands on these particular figures. They're supposed to be in department stores, but they're not. Okay, they're showing up at odd places here and there. Is that what's going to happen with Snake Mountain as well? I mean, it says that this thing is supposed to cost about $80. And that amount, once again, guys, you know what? Holy hell. It's like only slightly above the price of a deluxe Super 7 figure. Okay, so that price is amazing. But how confident are you that $80 is the price that you're going to pay to get this in your hands? I'm not. Okay, I'm not confident at all that, looking at the way things are these days with distribution of all these figures and stuff like that, that a playset like this is actually going to be available in abundance, okay, for everyone out there at the listed price of $79.99. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But for right now, I'm thinking that, look, I mean, they have a recommended retail price, but that really doesn't mean anything, okay, to a lot of people out there. You say it's retail, but retail where, okay? I mean, are you sure that you're going to be paying that amount? Right? That's my question to you. Anyway, there's something interesting here. Duplico is supposed to be a brand new figure, all right, for Origins, like a figure that just came out. Okay, most people didn't even know they were supposed to be around. And I just saw this listing here on eBay that he's going for something like about $227 right now. This is an active eBay listing that's got about 2 days more to go, I believe. And people are bidding on this. Okay, they're bidding on it up to the tune of $227. Probably is going to go even higher than this. So you tell me, guys, okay, is this the state of what a retail level figure is supposed to come down to? All right. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll consider supporting the channel by joining up as a member. Members enjoy early access to videos, exclusive content, prioritized replies, and joining up as a member also helps me to continue bringing you more content like this. You can also consider donating to the production cost of the video by using the Super Thanks feature that YouTube has now enabled for the channel. Let's look out for more news on Origins Snake Mountain as it develops, and thank you for watching.